morning. My name is Ella. I am an African elephant and I'm hungry. I am always hungry. We all are. That's why we wake up so early. The whole herd needs breakfast. The littlest babies nurse before it gets light. Then, once they have had their milk, we all get moving. My grandmother leads our herd. We all trust her to find food and keep us safe. Before it gets hot out, my family travels fast. I always walk close to my mother. Some of the older calves walk with their friends. My brother does, but I am still too little for that. It's hard to keep up with the herd, but everyone is so hungry they don't want to slow down. We are pretty quiet considering how big we are. Sometimes the birds don't even wake up when we go past, unless one of us trumpets. That's enough to wake anyone up. We stop and forage wherever there is good grass or fruit. The babies can nap while their mothers eat. We play hide and seek sometimes. And of course, we eat. The grown-up male elephants live with each other in a separate herd. But sometimes when we are browsing, they come to visit us. This is my father, my mother, my older brother, and me. My father uses his right tusk more than his left one. Can you tell? Most elephants have uneven tusks. That's my grandmother. She is 55 years old, and she leads the herd everywhere we go. Sometimes we pretend to be the herd leaders. When we get in her way because we are playing, she never gets angry. I think my grandmother is wonderful. Everyone knows how wise she is. My mother can do just about anything with her trunk. See that? She loosens the dried grass with her foot, blows the dust off, then pulls it up and eats it. She can lift a branch that weighs a few 100 pounds. She can shoo flies away from my face as gently as a soft wind, too. My older brother and I both practice using our trunks all day long. He is helping me learn. He is older than I am, so he is better at everything. I couldn't even get a drink at first. I learned by watching my mother and father. Our trunks are like long noses, except we can suck water up into them. Then we lift our trunks to our mouths and trickle the water in so we can swallow it. We do everything with our trunks. I tried eating palm fronds, and it was harder than I thought it would be. A lot harder. My mother and her friends pull up big bunches of green grass. They can reach up into the acacia trees to break off limbs and eat the leaves. I can't do any of that yet. Even picking up sticks is hard. My mother is very patient with me. So is my older brother. I know. I just need more practice. My grandmother spends most of her time deciding where we can find food, when we can rest, where we will sleep, when we should travel to the river, and everything else. I want to be like her when I get big. I have learned the way to the river now and some of the places we go to find food. When it really gets hot, my grandmother usually leads the way to the river. We all love the water. My friends and I play. We love to splash. Sometimes I smell lions when we are at the river. They come to cool off too. But if a lion came close, someone would warn everyone. Hear that trumpeting? The herd is just making sure none of the babies wander away. We have a special call for danger. We have a lot of different calls, but most of them are too low for you to hear. We can hear each other perfectly though, from miles away. Even the little babies love wading and splashing. Their mothers and aunts and sisters stay close to make sure they don't wade in too deep. The river is my favorite place. I wish we could stay there all the time, but I know we can't. We have to find more food. Once we are all clean and cooled off, we usually look for food along the river. Green grass is hard to find in the dry season, and we all love it. So while there is plenty, we eat a lot. Sometimes when I look up at my mother, it's hard to believe I will ever be that big. One day, a wildebeest galloped through the herd while we were browsing. My brother and two of our cousins chased it for fun. They ran really fast, but it just galloped away from them. Wildebeest know we only eat grass and bark and fruit, but they don't want to play with us. Even a baby elephant is heavier and stronger than a wildebeest. If we pass acacia trees or deep green grass or anything else that smells good, we all stop and eat. Sometimes my brother tries to steal my food. He is just playing, I know, but I have enough trouble using my trunk without him teasing me. There are always a lot of babies in our herd. Everyone takes care of them and makes sure they don't get into trouble. One day we all smelled hyenas, and they were close. The adults got in a circle with the babies in the center. We all waited until my grandmother made sure the danger was gone. My friends and I play a lot. Sometimes we chase the egrets that follow us around. They are just looking for bugs to eat, but they end up as part of our games. I don't think they mind too much. One day some water buffalo came close to us at the river. I decided to chase them away. It almost worked. I guess I'm just not quite big enough yet. My brother helped me a little, but it was my idea. Then I noticed my grandmother watching, and I could tell she thought it was silly and rude. I will have better manners around our neighbors from now on. When the flies are bad by the river, we find mud to wallow in. I know it looks funny, but anything is better than fly bites. They really, really itch. I love it when we walk all the way to the forest. It's shady and quiet late in the day. My mother tears bark off the trees with her tusks. Mine aren't very big yet. These are my baby tusks. I walked with two of my cousins for a while beneath the trees. It was a little scary not to have my mother right beside me, but she was close behind us the whole way. When evening comes, No matter where we are, my grandmother finds a place for us to sleep. I always lie down close to my mother, surrounded by my big family, and I know that I am safe. Good night.